Hey folks, it's Dre. How's it going on? I did this video review with a friend of mine that's a referee for wrestling. This is pretty much the introduction. Uh, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you like it. Like, subscribe. Tattoo Squid Podcast. That's TA2 Squid Podcast. Alright. Well, hopefully you like the interview on Zoom.
Great. Okay. All right, guys. We're here with Dundee, referee for most of wrestling and everything else. It's me, Dre, for a Tattoo Squid Podcast. And how's it going, Dundee?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. It's like sitting in the bedroom area instead in that hot look in the garage area, which, I might be doing something, but, so what's going on? I know you're still
air conditioning too. So.
Huh? Are you in air conditioning?
I'm more of a fan of air conditioning myself too. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you try to do something where I'm trying to do stuff that's in an apartment, but then I can't because my girlfriend's working. So I'm like, all right, I'll go out to the garage and do what I gotta do if I got because I use and all of that stuff. But so what's going on in wrestling? Yeah, I know it's not going on yet, but you're sitting at home.
Yeah, we are. It feels like most of wrestling, unless you're in New Jersey, is on a hiatus right now. It's kind of boring, but it's nice to be able to be home, not have to worry about going out on the weekends for that. So,
especially
soon enough. No, we'll pick it.
Especially having a kid and all,
Yeah. Oh no, being home with her has been amazing. She sees me on TV when we watch old videos, and she's Dad. Like, yeah, that's me.
And my niece would go who's that? I was like, it's me. But yeah. But so you do the more Japanese type?
Yeah. My niche has become a group called Kaiju Big Battle. And it's monster. Think of a Godzilla movie inside of a wrestling ring. That's where I really found my niche. It's comedy, it's drama, it's excitement. But I'm also never against being part of another wrestling show from the regular independent wrestling scene.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's crazy. I was watching and I was like, oh man, I know that guy. I was like, oh, maybe I can go and see some shows and all that. But I really want to see that. We call it the Japanese kind of thing. It looks really fun and interactive and
oh yeah, it is.
It's especially your facial expressions. You're like,
you're in the ring with monsters. How can I not be horrified?
Yeah, but then you got other we call wrestlers that are called monsters. Yeah, like some guy named Strowman. Yeah, so
he's a big dude. I wouldn't want to get in his way.
Oh no, I don't think I can't. Movie like hello, yeah.
You're a tall dude yourself.
Yeah. I'm not really that big. I'm 6'1", but that guy's what 6'8", 6'9", or something like that. Allegedly, yeah. But then they had this other guy I seen. I can't really remember the name, but he's a really tall dude. They had that Raw Underground thing on TV.
Oh, I don't know the name. I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Yeah, the Kiba.
I think I saw him the other day.
Yeah, it was Kiba, Kiba, or whatever it is, and that guy's a big dude, man. I think he's 7 foot or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, he's wrestling some little midget guy. Yeah, God. It's like King Kong Bundy with the little midget, But so me personally, I'm going to try to get. I'm in talks with Spiral. I haven't talked to him in a while. I think before I started getting this going on, and and wasn't sure about the whole. They wanted to do a video chat. I'm like, oh, how am I supposed to incorporate that with this? Now I figured out with Zoom and see what I can do with that. And then they give me email wise and Aaron or Eris. We call it, I mean, we got something in common that we have nieces or nephews that have autism.
Oh, okay.
So
she's a big supporter of that.
Yeah. You know, because I seen it with like on the wrestling gear and everything else, and then I mentioned it like on Instagram to her, and I'm like, because I got it on my leg. We call it like the light bulb, and it has the puzzle sign.
Yeah, the puzzle piece.
Yeah, so I got that in there, and then I see him at the VPW and all that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. They're like, hey, what's going on? Yeah. But like my favorite, and I don't want them to think that we could, because I love this guy, Stockade.
Oh no, okay.
You know, and he's
With this
like,
work.
yeah, he's like the big like Thor Viking kind of thing, and you know, because I was watching this one match, and then they had this big guy, I forgot what his name is, but the angle was like, you know, he was like yelling about, I guess they're tag team partners at one point, and it's always like, you know, there's a heel, and then you know, you strike a blow towards the other person, but you know, and then um, basically you know, then I was like, oh, okay, who's the stockade guy? I'm like, what happened? And then the next show I went, and then here he comes out, and I'm like, oh man, tattoos everywhere, and I'm like, oh, this will be cool, and which is fun because when I went there and I was like, I brought my friend from work, and he's like a wrestling fan, but he'd never been to one, you know, so this would be like his first, you know, like live thing, I think, and he's just like, he was in awe. He was like heckling the wrestlers as much as anybody else was. He's like, "You're the champion. You'll get back in the ring." You know, I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah, but we call it. He had a lot of fun, and they had like I said, Stockade comes out, and they're doing you know, like a road, not road fight, you know, street fight, yeah, street fight, and everything was going on, and we almost got hit with a chair, you know, so the chair ricocheted, and we're like, oh shit, and he goes, this is real. I'm like, yeah, I almost got hit, dude, you know, so it was just crazy shit, you know, but it was good. I love BPW. I'm hoping they're going to be getting open again, and I think there's talks that they're going to do it, but you know,
It's the matter of what the people, what the powers that be of the state say about it. You know, that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like, and even like bars and restaurants and you know, are getting this whole thing too. You know,
I mean, I support what they're doing. I really do. It's keeping us as the performers safe, and it's keeping the fans safe. And you know,
yeah,
it if we rush back into everything, and again, I might be in the minority of this type of thinking, but I don't want to be responsible for getting a bunch of people sick, and I don't want a bunch of people being responsible for getting me sick. You know,
yeah. No, I know. Like, you know, my girlfriend's the same way. She's like, all right, well, you know, we got. I mean, I always wear the mask and everything else, and my work that I do, it's like, you know, you have to wear the mask, you know, and everywhere else now, it's like the law, basically, you know.
I see no issue with this, considering it's something that strikes even with anything. I'd rather precaution be taken than just caution to the wind, you know. But
I'm just worried about like, well, I'm worried about like, this is like a different subject on it, because I know that it's like more wrestling we're talking about, but it's also it coincides hand in hand somewhat. You know, like everybody goes out. You know, they go out to eat, or they're gonna go to buy stuff. You know, you go and you know, like if you're gonna go out to eat, like a restaurant or something, and then during the summer you can go and eat outside. That's great. You know, but then when you go and do you know, like say when it was like wintertime, you know, like fall, you know, Halloween, you know, and all that, you know, are they still going to be doing like outside stuff, or if you're going to be doing takeout, is that going to help out a lot of people, you know, especially
you know, I hate to use the expression. I'm sure you've heard it. Everyone says it. It's a scary time. I mean, on more than one level, but you know.
Yeah, because I said this to my girlfriend. I'm like, you know what? It's like, you know, those movies that we watch where it's like the apocalyptic, you know, kind of theme, where, or even videos like bands, like heavy metal bands, they do like themes where, you know, people walking around with like oxygen masks, and it's like acid rain and all that, you know, and it's like, well, it's almost like that now. It's just like everybody's wearing masks. And, you know,
I mean,
there's no acid rain, but everybody's wearing masks, you know, basically, you know. It just like, it seems like a second China, you know. So, you know, this would be funny if we kept on talking like this with pints, you know, like, hi, you know. Yeah, but as it is. So what's going on besides? I know, you know, wrestling's on the side burner as it is now. I mean, you must have something going on, you know, home wise or whatnot, you know.
so you're asking, like, what am I doing in lieu of wrestling right now?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like whatever you're not doing. I mean, or you got like some side projects you're trying to work on, or you just like relaxing.
Oh, well, again, having a 1-year-old, there's no such thing as relaxing. This is as relaxing as it gets. Um, but no, Kaiju Big Battle. We're actually doing digital content. We're doing live streams on YouTube and on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
We're doing question and answers through Facebook and Instagram. Just whatever we can do to keep the fans tuning in every now and then. We try to do that. I'm trying to host a trivia night eventually, but
Oh, trivia night, nice.
I'm trying to see if I'm going back to work as a teacher. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing with that right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. You used to be a teacher back
You know,
then.
they haven't told us.
But what was the other thing? No, but we called Twitch. I was like, I've heard Twitch, and I thought it was just for like gamers, you know. So I was like,
That's what it started off at.
yeah. But then everybody else like, no, you can do like other stuff too. It's not, you can just talk, whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right.
Twitch flew us out to California a couple of years ago, and they had us put on this big show at the at this Long Beach Convention Center.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It's for like their big festival they have called TwitchCon, and you know they were using Amazon money, so we got paid nice.
But oh, that's always good. But
making moves.
Yeah, come on, people, bring in that money. Anyway, so but I don't want to go and mention like, you know, that I know you met a lot of wrestlers. You know, there's like my favorite wrestler is the Undertaker, obviously, because I got like the tattoo of the Undertaker somewhere and all of that. But I mean, I know you met certain wrestlers. I mean, you don't have to go and name names, but what is your favorite wrestler though? I mean,
favorite wrestler that I met, or just in general watching what made me a fan and stuff?
Well, how about both? You know, like in general, but then if you could name one that you met that you could name, you know.
Favorite wrestler that I met, no, I'll say Bret Hart. I had no negative when I met him, and when I, you know, growing up watching him. So like I was just a kid in a candy store when I got to meet him.
Yeah.
And that was before I got into wrestling, like into the actual like life and watching, like being there and being involved.
Yeah.
I met him. I thought he was great. He was awesome. He took a couple minutes to talk to me. So that was cool. Roddy Piper, talking to him in a dressing room was one of the best things in the world.
Yeah,
so nice.
I hear he's down
so
to earth,
helpful and encouraging.
I hear he's like down to earth, like
he really was.
Down. So it's like,
yeah, he definitely did that.
Yeah.
It was a sad day when I found out he passed away. It was just like, oof. It was the day before my wedding, actually, when I found out he passed away. But you know, he doesn't have to talk to a 6'5" referee and tell me, just do what you got to do. Are you enjoying it? Then keep doing it. Like that was the advice he gave me, and it was probably the best advice I ever got. He did it for me in 30 seconds, and you know, it kept me going.
I mean, there's some
really
people,
kept me going.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that told me. To me, we call it, you know, since I love wrestling and I love watching, they're like, oh my God, it's fake. I'm like, no, it's entertaining. Come on now. You know, it's like they hit, you know, you fall, it hurts. You know, that's what happens. It's like, oh, you should get
notice that wrestling is the only thing of entertainment that people take, like people just take it to their, you know, it's this.
Yeah.
People love watching soap operas. People love reading comic books. People like doing all these types of things.
Yeah.
But wrestling's the only one people actually say it's fake,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's silly to me. But
I mean, yeah, like you said, with soap operas,
I'm at the point where I can't even correct people.
yeah, but like you said, like soap operas,
It's
everybody's like, "Oh my God, Tony did it!" You know, it's like somebody's gonna have a baby.
enough.
You know? Basically, it's like in wrestling, somebody's gonna have a baby. You know, but it's crazy.
Anything that's not, like, why don't you go out and be negative somewhere else?
Yeah.
People do. People watch what they watch. It's everything is wrestling at this point.
Yeah.
Look at the world. The world seems like one giant thing of wrestling right now.
Yeah, we call it. It's crazy how it's going on, but now it's like they got the wrestling atmosphere is going on with like no audience, or they have some people in the audience. You know, now you see baseball where they have the cardboard cutouts.
That's hilarious to me.
Yeah,
that is one of my that's the most fun thing baseball has done in years.
And the audience screaming.
Well,
well.
that I expect everyone to do. I don't know why that wasn't done from the start.
Yeah.
But the cardboard cutouts, it's wonderful.
Was it? They even had I think in Texas, they had Vinnie Paul from Pantera, like the cardboard cutout sitting there in like the Texas stadium and all that. I was like, wow, nice.
So I thought I saw in Colorado someone put a Stan Marsh cardboard cutout. No, a Randy Marsh.
Oh, Randy Marsh, yeah. Yeah, that, yeah. But then I recently was watching. I don't really watch basketball, but I was turning stations and I was trying to find baseball going on, and I seen the basketball, and they had basically like the wall had video chat looking stuff. We call people watching on there, and then they're all like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "Oh, here we go. You know, it's gonna be the future. Next thing you know, we're gonna have hover cars going around somewhere." You know, but
the Jetsons come to life.
Yeah, up in the clouds, and I'm afraid of heights, man. I ain't gonna do that shit. You know, I'll stay on the ground. You know, especially when you watch like the movie was it 2017?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I forgot. I'm good with faces, but I'm not good with names. Every time I try to think of an actor, and John Cusack.
Oh, 2012.
Yeah. Oh, 2012. I'm thinking 2017. I'm thinking that. But oh Jesus, yeah, 2012. You know, where the whole like Earth goes into shit. You know, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. Yeah, my dad was like, he's like, whatever, it happens, blah blah blah. You know. But my dad's the kind of person like, he doesn't really give a shit. You know, he's like, listen, if it happens, happens. I mean, he's like 80 something years old now, so.
Wow.
So, and he's stubborn like a mule, but I love him though. But he's cool. So I guess that's, I don't know. I think that's about it. Anything else you want to like chat about? I guess I don't know.
I'm here for you, Mr. Dre.
Well, hey, I thank you. Do like a bar thing or something, like, hey, how you doing?
All rise.
They all rise, and they're like, what the fuck are they talking about? It's like, he mentioned you. I'm gonna try to get that whole that handle. I call it handlebar mustache from my girlfriend said, "Oh, it's a Fu Manchu. It's a Fu Manchu."
Fu Manchu.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just gonna do that. I did it once before.
Did it?
The one John Thomas.
Yeah, is that still open? Because I drive past it and no one's ever there.
Yeah, because I think it's under new management or they're just selling it. So I don't know exactly. I've seen something about saying they're selling or the for sale sign.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly.
Gotcha.
What's going on with that? If they are going to keep it the way it is, or they're just going to transfer into something else. But
Well, if they're still open, they were really delicious.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, it restaurants and bars, it has to determine the person that is behind the bar or who's doing the thing that brings in the people.
I agree.
You know, like yourself, Pat, you know, Ned, you know, they got followings, you got followings, you know. I mean, I have people that come down there and, you know, and I have like somewhat of a following and you know, we all go down there, but then, you know, Pat is the one that brings people down. He's like, listen, can you come down? You know, like we'll do a drink. You know, and then your drink turns out to be 50 drinks. Yeah. And then you're just like, instead of walking in, you're crawling out. You're like, oh,
I remember stumbling out of work a couple of times.
Ah, yes, yeah. But then Ned would just walk right out. Oh, see you guys later. You know, I'm trying to get
part
that.
should probably be edited out.
Yeah, I mean, he always helps me out. Like if I can't get a cab and the cab's like taking too long, and he'd be like, you know, he'll come around. He'd be like, hey, ET, I'll give you a ride on. You know. So I'm trying to get that voice down, but it ain't gonna work. You know, but so
you're close. You're on your way. You're on your way.
I'm on the way, you know. And so it's like eat outside or few people in the thing, you know. Yeah. Which a lot of restaurants I see now, like diners mostly. Yep. Long story short, they have gone like really like crowded. You know, like oh, we're busy. I'm like, you shouldn't be busy. You know, you should be watching what you got in there.
They're willing to take the hit.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not going in there.
No, I mean, I'll go and get takeout. I'm not going to sit in there. And my girlfriend's the same way. You know, she'll be like, oh, no. You know, it's like, no, it's like too many people. And, you know, it's like, you know, we'll get takeout. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. That's good. You know, but even when you get takeout, you're like, you know, in the beginning, you will sit outside and they bring it to you.
Yep.
You know, now it's like, oh, you have to come in. And I'm like, why? Yeah, I don't know. I was like, you know, because I'm like, that's why I'm like very rarely talking about COVID thing because I'm like, all right, everybody's going through it. They don't want to hear the shit.
No.
You know, but, you know, and that's like me with like politics. I don't like talking politics because I hate politics and I don't want to talk about it because it's the same everywhere. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. But, hey, it is what it is.
Yep.
Just deal with the consequences afterwards, like we did now.
That's the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was honestly, I thought it was like a joke, actually, you know, for this one, because I'm like, I come home and all of a sudden I see this whole thing, the Democratic thing or whatever, and there's Donald Trump, and I'm like, oh, he's probably promoting his show or some shit, and and next thing you know, like what months after, you know, boom, he's like the president. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? I'm like, hell, you know, I should get Dave Mustaine from Megadeth to run next year. You know, it's like he's pushing it for it too.
Don't give him any ideas, please.
Oh no, he's thinking about it. I heard him do it. I heard him like say some shit about it. Yeah. But even The Rock, I think, was like, you know, putting out there that he was going to run. Well,
who wouldn't want The Rock?
Yeah, you know, but then, hey, you know, gym's going to be open. You know, gyms will be open. And you're like, oh, we got to keep those gyms open. Come on now. But, you know, but it's always good. You know, I'm always glad I can be able to talk to you now. You know, now we can probably try to do this I'm not gonna say a weekly basis, but maybe we can do it like whenever we get a chance.
You let me know when you want. I'm usually available.
Yeah, you know. So then we'll try to do, and then hopefully I can get like, you know, maybe we'll do like 3 or 4 thing because I've seen people doing this on Zoom. I have like 15 other people.
Send out the invite. You send out that invite. Whoever joins in, joins in.
Oh yeah, because this is like the first I've ever done it, and it does pretty good, I guess. You know. Maybe we had a little mishap with the you know the audio in the beginning, but yeah, we got that going on, so it's all good.
It happens.
Yeah. So, all right.
You'll still get your million, DT.
But I'm not gonna shut off. I'm just gonna stop recording for now, and then me and you will just talk about other stuff you want. And guys, you know, like, subscribe, comment. Anybody else you want to see doing Zoom and whatnot. I'm going to try to get Lawrence Spiral and Arrow Spiral, Stockade maybe, wrestling people, but you know, I'll be glad if I can get Undertaker. Oh, that'd be great. You know,
Well, you like to give him millions.
yeah, but no, I mean he's never one for like, you know, doing interviews. I mean now
Not really.
he's no, but now he's like Mr. Video, video spotlight. You know, he'll talk to like Joe Rogan and some other guys and whatever, and, you know, newscasters. And I'm like, wow, well, maybe because of retirement, I guess that's fun. So, but that's another thing we could talk about after, you know, down the line. So retirements of certain people. All right. So guys, like, subscribe again. See you guys on the flip side. Thanks to Dundee for being here. And we'll try to get back to you later. All right. There you go. And